Should you buy a Buzzard in GTA Online? Well, first of all, it costs $1,750,000, which by today's standards is not that expensive. I mean, just look at how expensive some of the other options are by comparison. The Hunter is 4.1 million, the Annihilator is 3.8, Akula 3.7, Savage is basically 2.6. So if you're looking for a cheap helicopter, well, not cheap, 1,750,000 is still a lot of money to earn, but by today's standards it's really not that expensive. So the Buzzard is a Pegasus vehicle, which means although you can modify it in an in-game hangar, you don't need to own any storage space before owning this helicopter. For most of the other helicopters in the game at the moment, you have to own a hangar before you can actually buy them, because the hangar is the storage space for the helicopter, and then if you want to modify it, you can do that in the hangar, but essentially you have to own a hangar before you can even own most of these helicopters. But that doesn't apply to the Buzzard. I also like how nimble and easy to control it is compared to pretty much every other decent helicopter in the game, especially in terms of how easily I can switch directions when travelling at top speed. The top speed, by the way, is 175 miles an hour. Another great reason to buy a Buzzard, if you don't have one already, is the CEO bonus that it offers. You can call the Buzzard in from your in-play menu if you are registered as a CEO, which for those of you who don't know, it requires an office. It's the exact same idea as calling in an Oppressor Mark II from your motorcycle club. It's very convenient, and it means you don't have to rely on Pegasus to deliver it for you if you own an office as well. Now, the Buzzard isn't armoured at all, it won't tolerate a single explosive, and the smallest amount of gunfire will make it start smoking. The weapons are decent, but in today's GTA Online it's not something you can really rely on. It just comes with standard missiles which lock on sometimes, and you know, they've got that kind of 50% success rate. And it also has this pretty trash machine gun which I would never recommend using. The helicopter itself will not dodge Oppressor missiles, but then again, let's be honest, what actually does dodge the Oppressor missiles in this game at this point? Honestly, I would recommend it mainly to CEOs who want fast and reliable transport. I wouldn't recommend it if you want to start fighting people. It can also hold a total of 4 people, and something which I really like is that you can land on your office helipad and get into your office much more easily than from the ground. You can also leave your office via the roof, and your Buzzard will still be parked there provided that you landed with it in the first place. For those of you who want to find one instead of buying it, you can often find them parked at Sandy Shores Airfield or Los Santos International Airport. That's pretty much all there is to say about this thing, to be honest. I think it's a very useful vehicle and it's definitely worth picking up. I'd certainly put it among my top 10 favourite vehicles in the game. So if you found this video useful, drop a like, subscribe, it helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.